everyone, and welcome back to Art with Miss Choate. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. And today in the studio, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be taking it a little bit easy. We're actually going to be doing a little step-by-step drawing tutorial. And I decided to do this today to I find it a little bit of a way to relax, a little bit of unwind. It takes a little bit less of the thinking and a little bit more of just like focusing on shapes and colors. And so we're gonna take this time to think about warm and cool colors. We're actually gonna be drawing a chameleon, and we're going to be doing the body with warm colors and the tail with cool colors. So it'll hopefully look pretty cool when we do it. And then I want you guys to take it after you're done and draw it again, draw it in your own style, draw it with different colors, with different things around it. That's when I want you to make it your own. So we'll do a little step-by-step together, and then I want to see what you can create with it. So let's get started. The first step for drawing our character is we're going to be dividing our paper in half both ways. Now you could either fold it, you could draw it lightly with a pencil or a crayon, or you can just imagine it. It depends on where you're at. So I'm going to draw it a little bit darker than I normally would so you guys can see it. So we have our division that way and our division this way. And now I'll be doing the rest in marker. However, I would recommend doing it in pencil or something light. Remember, always draw light until you get it right. So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be following that half line there and half line here. And we're going to be connecting with an arch. This is going to be its head. Now it doesn't have to look exactly like mine. This is just, our first one. I always tell my students we're going to have to draw again and again until we get it right or until we make it our own. So we're going to draw a line here, and then we're going to go about not quite halfway and making an arch. This is going to be its back. Now we're going to draw its feet underneath it. So we have one right here coming off its head body, and one towards the back end. You want to try and make them look as similar as possible. Now we're going to be doing the tail coming off of its back right here, and it's going to be looping around. Remember that spiral we drew over the weekend? We're thinking about that spiral or like an S shape. We want to leave room for when we come back. And we're going to kind of make it soft there at the end. Now we're going to come in and we're going to do its eye. We're going to have it looking, not sure where we should have it looking, maybe up this way, looking that way. And we're going to have its tongue sticking out. Maybe it's going to be grabbing a fly. And again, same thing as the tail, but we're going to be doing it thinner. And now you can decide, what do you want it to be standing on? Do we want it standing on, a branch or the ground? These are things you can decide. I forgot about its nose, slight mouth. There we go, nose, mouth. And now I'm going to be drawing in a branch. So that line I already drew, coming in again, thinking about it kind of like hugging or balancing on a branch, trying to catch a fly. Maybe you come up with a story of your own. What's this little creature doing? Where is it hanging out? Who's it social distancing with? Remember what I said before about things coming off the page look interesting? So I'm going to put a couple leaves hanging off the page. We can come in with some clouds. This is up to you. This isn't quite the step-by-step. But I just wanted to remind you, think about what's going on around it. Okay. And now we're going to think about, how it changes colors. So I'm going to put in some stripes. Now you could either put in stripes or just blend it right there. For younger students, I'd recommend putting in stripes and doing colors in each section. For older, I'd love to see you blend them naturally. So I'm going to put in lines. And we're going to be doing cool colors or hot colors on the body and cool colors on the table. I'm thinking like things closer to the sun would be hotter. Its tail is going underneath the branch, so that would be colder. And so now we're going to be breaking out some of our colors. And who can remember what are warm colors? What colors make you think hot like the sun? You guys can see what colors I'm pulling out red, orange, yellow. These are the colors that are hot. And so I'd like us to start with red and move our way down the body going towards yellow, because red and yellow make what? Red and yellow make orange. Very good. So we're going to start off with our red. In my next box, I'm going to put red again, but I'm going to be putting some orange on top of it, or you could just put yellow if you don't have many colors, because obviously if you put a lot of red and only a little bit of yellow, you're going to get a pretty dark orange. So I just want these colors to start gradually happening. And make sure we're coloring slowly and carefully. We're taking our time. Maybe I just do orange in the next one, maybe with a little bit of red on top. So I'm putting a little bit of red to make it a little bit darker, because I want to try to make it go as gradually as possible. So now I'm doing this orange, and maybe I put some yellow on top of it to start getting it lighter. And we're gradually working our way down, because this last box is going to be completely yellow. So I'll put it down there so we know that's our goal. So maybe this box, this is a good next yellow. Actually, this yellow would be good to put here too. And we'll put an orange on top of it. And that's actually pretty good. Like, look at how smoothly it goes from one color to the next. And now we're going to do the same thing for our cool colors. And who remembers the cool colors? That's right, purple, blue, and green. And I'm going to pull out some other shades just so we can make it go as gradual and nice as possible. We have so many different colors compared to the yellows. So we're going to be doing green, then going to blue, and then going to purple. We're going to do it this way because green is made up of blue and yellow. So here is yellow. So that's the color closest. So that makes sense to do green here. Then we're going to be doing blue. And then from blue, because blue and red make purple, we're going to go here with our purple. So that way it's also like a color wheel kind of happening, and it's going to blend in really, really nice to each other. So on top of our green, we could add a little bit of yellow just to have them kind of interacting a little bit with each other. There we go. And now I'm going to go with my next lightest. Oh, that's very light. That's okay, I'll put a darker one on top of it. There we go. And I could start to add some blue on top of it to start getting it over. And remember, if you want to just use those lines as guidelines, or if you want to do one color inside each box, however you want to work your colors, just make sure we're really blending them. We're really getting rid of that white of the paper. then I probably did too few green. I realized that because purple should be down here. I'll make a couple of these like my deepest purples. You want to try to pace yourself a little bit with it. And maybe I wanted that green should probably come down. And my blue kind of disappeared there, didn't it? But that's okay because I'm learning. I should have maybe labeled them out beforehand, and that's okay. This is my first one. And the nice thing about crayon, I could scrape some of it away. You see that? I layered on so much and I don't like it. So I want to go back with that blue. It just looks purple. There we go. May I even do that here? See, it's okay to make mistakes. I want to show you guys, you know, I still make mistakes or I do things I'm not, you know, a super fan of after, and I just go in and fix. There we go. Now I'm liking how that's looking. I got all my crayon bits around. And now I think I'm just gonna do the head green. I'm gonna leave that eye white. I'll do the feet the same color green. And then you can go ahead and color in the rest of the sky and the branch, and there we're done.